Hello everybody. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. We're gonna play something new. I had to find my VTuber. I gotta reset. Okay. Wee woo. Shall we do the wee woos? Wee woo wee woo. I did receive this game free from keymailer.co. But we are checking out the Posthumous investigation. It's based on a Brazilian writer's works. So they've adapted them and kind of molded them into one game. But we're doing a murder mystery, but we're stuck in a time loop. So let's get started. I will not turn off my device. So help me, I will not turn off my device. To the worm that first gnawed at the cold flesh of my cadaver, I dedicate as a fond remembrance these posthumous memoirs. All right, we're in Rio.
I'm still wondering whether I should start this investigation from the beginning or the end. That is, with your case or with my death. I believe there is an intersection between these two moments, just as there's a thin line.
How's the audio?
And that's precisely where we now stand. I won't reveal all the facts, as that would make you nothing more than a simple spectator. And we don't want that, do we? The paths
Can't really hear it. Okay.
timely downfall.
I'm gonna crank it back up to our usual range.
Wind
Okay.
through crowded and rich streets, but also through
I think the
filthy and
last
shady
one we did was
places
Roll
that
Loud.
drive visitors away. Just like this alley. This is where I took my last breath, and where the last traces of my passage through the world of the living lay. It is of utmost importance that you explore the crime scene thoroughly and gather all evidence.
Okay, we will try our
First,
best.
you must awaken the detective. I mean, you.
Were we having a little nap? I do love a nap. We were having a little nap. What? What was that? Thought I heard something. This lack of work is making me crazy. I can't remember the last time I had a client. I don't think this involuntary free time is good for my head. Oh well, standing here won't change anything. Should check my mail, maybe today is the day. No need to rush though. My head's still a little foggy. In my line of work, optimism doesn't get you very far. Proceed without it, one step at a time. Okay. Scroll dialogues, interact. Okay, alright. Straightforward. Streets are busier than usual. Lots of hustle and bustle down there. What the hell's going on? Well, wouldn't you like to know? This isn't right. There we go. This is better. Is there anything else we can look at? Should we put the bird away? Okay. We have no choice. We have to look at the mail. Let's see. Bills, taxes, fees, and this is definitely another... Oh my, a letter. A real letter. Who's it from? Dear Mr. Detective, if you receive this letter, it's because I'm dead. Your participation in the story is essential to solve this mystery. Go to the place where my body was found and determine who is the author of this assault on my life. P.S. Don't worry. We both know there won't be any other jobs coming up for you today. Damn. Therefore, consider yourself hired. All right. So this is my new client. Is it really true that one of the most powerful tycoons in this city is in need of my services? It's nice to wallow in the nasty disputes of the upper class, but Wait a minute, it says here that he's dead. I'm intrigued. Does this mean this is a posthumous letter? Great. If my employer is dead, at least I won't have to give him explanations. I'll investigate this my way. Excellent. No more wasting time. I must find out where he died and begin this investigation. Okay, so we need to leave. Yes. What do we got? Okay, suspect's story will be shown here. Their silhouettes will be unveiled when their faces are known. Okay. Did he really die, or is this just a mean joke? That's a valid question. New information on characters, items, or clues will be marked with an exclamation point. Okay, all discovered clues will be recorded here. Alright. Only certain suspects will have something relevant to say about each clue. Find out who they are. Okay. Okay. You can do this, detective. Fresh air will do you good. We got a paper. Extra, extra. Tycoon is found dead in the alleyway. Buy it here. Today's edition. We should probably buy that, yeah. We can get a quick recap. Oh boy, no crowding up the place. This area is now limited. There's nothing to see here, you vultures. We already took the body away. Oh God, why? The sorrow. How will I ever get over this pain? The wife, perhaps? Well, well. So the letter was telling the truth. We'll see. I need to get in that alleyway to find some clues. We can run. Okay. Well, first, can is overflowing with trash. Nothing. Okay. One man's trash is another man's treasure, my ass. Always gotta walk the wrong way first, you know? Add against the strike. Wonder who put this here. Lobo is against the workers' strike. Vote Lobo Neves. Okay. I know who's not voting for you. Okay. Oh, I don't need... Okay. That's fine. Sophia Straw. Okay. Apparently... Oh, I'm shocked. At 9 a.m. the club is not open. Okay, we can run. Run, 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 run. Okay, that's our office. That's a trash can. Hey boss, how are we? Same old. One day at a time, I guess. That's the confidence I expect from a detective. Do I know you? How do you know I'm a detective? You're wearing a coat in this heat. Which means you either ran away from Casa Verde, or you need people to believe you're an actual detective. But honestly, I'm in a bit of doubt now. I don't have time for this. Must take a look at what's happening in the alley. Well, we could buy the paper. Okay, we looked at that. This one isn't different. We don't need those who freeze. Vote Lobo Neves. Okay. Oh God, why? Oh. Hey, who are you? Are you from the newspaper? Hello, I'm sorry to disturb you, but are you alright, miss? Dear God, what a sorrowful day. Can't you see my tears? Tears? Where? Oh. Anyway, I hope you get well soon. Thank you for the miss, but I am a Mrs. You from the media should inform yourselves better. But I'm no. Thank the good God you've arrived. It was about time. You'll write a note about the deceased, right? Yes, the deceased Bras Cubas. But I am a Oh. The famous Bras Cubas. It's a pity fame doesn't guarantee longevity to good men. Ross should have listened to my advice. Advice? But enough talk about Bras. How about Sabina Kubas, sister of the deceased. Write down my name correctly, please. And a reporter doesn't know the high society of Rio de Janeiro. Alright, well, we know her now. So this is the victim's sister, quite a bit obsessed with fame. I expect a cover story in the next issue. I'll report you to your editor. Ugh, whatever. So let's move to a few questions. What can I do if society is begging for my pronouncement? Ask whatever you want. We should ask our questions first. I'd like to ask about the victim. What do you want to know? Were you and your brother very close? It's for the newspaper's note. We were as close as life allowed us to be. Family is a divine gift. The Lord gives and the Lord takes away at the time he pleases. And how was your relationship? Great, we shared everything. Our last name, confidences, belongings. To the Kubases, family comes first. You think it's plausible that this tragedy was a murder? So what motives and names come to your mind? Using without proof is a sin and can come back to me. However, my family's surname had value in this city, even with Bras tarnishing it. And opportunistic people are always willing to do anything to get what they want. But like I said, I don't have proof and won't give false testimony. Now enough of this subject, okay? You probably have great stories to tell. Me? I'm just another daughter of God Almighty. What do you want to know? Could you give me more info about yourself for the note? Very well. Ready your pen, young man. Sabina Kubas, an elegant woman with refined taste, family-oriented, and God-fearing, a Kubas of noble birth. Don't forget to write down that part about elegance. Actually, take off that part. I want to give off a humble image. How about highlighting my eyes filled with tears from the sadness of mourning? Of course, but I don't see any tears, Miss Kubas. Oh, that's true. I live my grief internally. Okay, girl. Okay, I wanted to get her thoughts before we brought up the note. This morning I received a letter written by Bras himself, Mrs. Sabina. How is this possible? Does it make any sense to you? Well, it's in Bras's nature to always be one step ahead. Wait a moment, that cunning. I mean, that poor man never left any loose ends. Was Bras saying his last goodbye? Did he know he was gonna die? We found a statement. These are special claims that help incriminate another suspect, okay? The more clues and statements you collect, the more guilty the suspect will appear. Okie dokie. And if he knew, it's very odd to me that, of all places, he ended up at a filthy alley, downtown of all places. Very well. Now another question. Where were you at the time of the crime? Why do you want to know? It's part of my job to be curious, and I believe my readers will ask the same question. Don't you think that everyone should know what you're thinking? Very well. It's to portray the customs of a lady of high society. I was at the midnight mass asking God that he forgives the sinners around me. Glory to God. Were you accompanied? It was a bit late for a lady to walk around on her own. Padre Cabral will confirm my presence there. Ask him if you want. Which way is the church? It's been a while since I visited it. Ugh, it's clear you're not a churchgoer. It's located at the eastern end of downtown Run. Maybe there's still time to save your soul. Your contribution to this newspaper is very important. Of course it is. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. I believe I have everything I need. Just spread the news that I'll bring the Kubas family back on track. Under divine protection, I'll raise the glory of this house back. Alright, girl. This is a crime scene, young man. Move along. There's nothing here for you. Oi. Corporal Gambe, wait a second. That's not how we do things. You have to figure out what he wants. May we help you, citizen? Is this where the homicide happened? May I take a look? Have you been here long? Let's go straight to the point. This is a police matter, son. Why do you think we'll tell you anything? Maybe I can help. Ha, as if. How'd you find him? Did someone report it? It was an anonymous report. Someone called the station and claimed there was a body here in the alley. As far as we know, the call came at about 5 in the morning. Sergeant, why are you telling him all this? As far as we know, he could be the culprit. Criminals always come back to the scene of the crime. This guy? Trust me, years of experience, Gambe. He's not our man. Thank you, Sergeant. It's us. We did it. He's so worn out, I doubt he could get it done. Damn. Have you been here long? Since morning. Early in the morning. Oh. Officer must always keep vigilant. Always ready to act. What did you find? No in hell I'm telling you. That's confidential information. Same thing you always find in every alley. This one had some medicine boxes, thanks to the pharmacy over there. The door leads right to the alley. Sergeant, that's confidential? The alley is full of trash and the buildings have doors that take you there? It's as confidential as the stories people tell Padre Cabral at the church nearby. Very funny, Sergeant. Have you considered becoming a comedian? The Midnight Club keeps declining my performances, unfortunately. Now, young man, come here. My friend Gambe can't know I'm telling you this. But you're clearly interested in this alley. We've been here a long time. My stomach is rumbling. How about we help each other out? Go to Helena's Cafe. Bring me a cheese bread. Best they have. And I'll consider helping you out. I could try. That's the spirit. Okay. Can I take a look? What do you think we are? Some sort of civil servants who attend to the needs of anyone who comes asking, regardless of who they are? Sounds like a precise description of the police. You have to be in the force to cross this line. You see the badge on my chest? That's not easy to get. Keeps falling off. Okay. Well, that's something to note. I'm leaving. So get out. Is there a badge on the ground somewhere? Excuse me, mister. I'm looking for some information. About which medicine, my boy? Let me guess. No, actually. By the bags under your eyes, I bet you need a little help sleeping. How's your sleep been lately? My sleep is not the issue here, and I don't even remember the last time I slept properly. Oh my, the memory is the problem. I have just the compound for your situation. Wait, you don't look like someone who came for medicine. What are you doing here? I'm investigating the death of the distinguished Mr. Bras Cubas. Distinguished? Right. Do you know the deceased? He was found in the alley by your pharmacy. Makes you a natural target of my investigation. I only knew him by the ear. A pharmacist always has a good ear. Alright, in that case, name and surname, please. Oh, Crispum Soares. At your disposal. Okay, Crispum. Alright. Your infallible ear, sir. You must have heard something weird last night. Sorry, I don't know anything. I was visiting my cousin, so... Were you, eh? Oh, of course. I even brought some chocolatey eclairs from Helena's Cafe. They're our favorites. Hee hee hee. Right, let's get to it. Mr. Crispin, what can you tell me about Bras Cubas? Ross Kubas, why lad, nothing you can't find out in any newspaper that you don't already know. My humble shop does attract many of Rio de Janeiro's figures, but I know the big shop by the ear. And has he never visited this humble shop of yours? Maybe to buy some medicine? Medicine? Why, lad, a man in Kubas's position probably send a boy for this type of task. Believe me when I say that I don't know anything about him. Mr. Crispum. Have you had this establishment for very long? Yes, my boy. I've spent more than half my life dedicated to my business. Even if my youthful appearance says otherwise, it's been some long years. People pass by, tell me their life afflictions, and I can hear everything. And I hear everything with a lot of curiosity and patience. All for the sake of finding a solution, of course. No, all for the sake of being nosy. Come on. Yeah, you do seem to be a very good chatter. I talk with everything and everyone. I even talk with my safe. Since you're so dedicated to your pharmacy, I believe you spend most of your time here, right? Of course. I have a full dedication to my esteemed establishment. Interesting. Therefore, you must have seen, or maybe even heard it last night. After all, we have a crime scene right by your esteemed pharmacy. I don't know anything about this, my boy. Know that I had a meeting somewhere else, so I wasn't at the pharmacy last night. Didn't you just say you had a full dedication to your establishment? Also that he was with his cousin? I did, but I also have other matters to care for, and unexpected things happen. Please, can we change the subject? Anything about Mrs. Kubas? Mrs. Sabina? Oh, she's one of those posh ladies who are full of themselves. The day modern science creates a balm against vanity, I'll prescribe her one with my own hands. I see. Anything else? Well, what would I know? I don't like to talk about other people's lives like this. She's the one with a habit of snooping and supervising the whereabouts of others. And she still acts like some faithful church lady. She doesn't fool me. Letter came to me this morning. It was from Bras Kubas. Do you have anything to say about this? Well, look at that. So Bras himself wrote you a letter, huh? You sure it's from him? I want to believe so. As a pharmacy owner, you learn to suspect all documents, even the most truthful looking ones. Every day some poor soul enters my shop with a fake prescription, looking for something to soothe their turmoil. Or to perturb their soothing. Okay. That's all, Crispum. Thank you for the information. Godspeed, detective. Okay, well. We have dillied and we have dallied, and now it's 2 p.m. Okay, so this has to be the church. Not against the strike. The workers cannot... I guess humidity got the best of this one. I wonder what what can't the worker do? Maybe it's best not to know. Okay. There are more hats and umbrellas here than people at the church. Okay. Hello, you must be Padre Cabral. Oh Lord, I have something to talk to you about. My son, the Lord always listens to those who need him. Well, you are the Lord I was looking for. Have you heard of the Midnight Mass? My son, I'm actually the one who celebrates it every month in this parish. You're late. This month's Mass was yesterday. Okay, that checks out. In fact, Father, I'm interested in Sabina Kubas. She attended? Miss Kubas attended it with total devotion, as usual. Why are you asking me about her? He said Miss. She was very adamant about Mrs. I'm a detective and I was hired to find out who murdered Bros. Heard about his death, right? Well, then you may tick her off your list of suspects. She was here. Much unlike her brother, the sinner. He hasn't been to this church ever since he reached puberty. Felt a little contempt in your tone, Padre. Never. Fortunately, the Lord would disapprove of such a feeling. But he also disapproves of bad company like our recently deceased. May he rest in peace. Are we done? Seems like you know more about Bras Kubas, so I'm afraid I need to ask you a few more questions. Oh well. Priest doesn't nurture Christian feelings about Mr. Kubas. Ugh, I'm sorry. Could you tell me about the late Bras Kubas? You know, son, some people in the city have already turned their backs on God for some time now, with their reckless attitude motivated by self-centeredness. Besides, of course, they do not regularly come to the house of the Lord. Did Mr. Kubas used to come here often? Definitely not. I hardly saw him at church. He had been more assiduous in his commitment to God. His fate might have been different. Such tragedies can often be avoided with our assistance. Okie dokie, will do. Did you have anything against Mr. Kubas, Padre? Your answer sounded somewhat harsh. Any honorable citizen would have something against Bras Kubas. He sunk into a life of utter depravity in the city. Every soul deserves forgiveness of sins, but I haven't bent down on my knees to pray for him in a long time. He who sows reaps. Okay. Tell me about you, Padre. How'd you discover your calling? I discovered my calling every day by dedicating my life to care for this community. Wasn't always sure about this, but God writes straight with crooked lines. Would you describe Bras's death as writing straight? It was an act of God like any other. Who am I to question his acts? It's your relationship with the Kubas family. Kubas family has always been one of the pillars of high society in Rio de Janeiro. And they used to come to this parish. Sabina still comes to our parish to date. Honestly, I was intrigued to hear you call Miss Kubas by her given name. Surprising. Oh, that was out of habit. We're all the same family before God. What's your relationship with Miss Kubas? Or Sabina, if you like. Well, Sabina and I have known each other for ages. We have a very special friendship and fellowship. Fellowship, huh? Yes, a fellowship with the divine. Yes, of course, with the divine, but tell me, how often does she attend this church? Couldn't tell for sure. Say once or twice. Per week? No, per day. She's totally committed to this parish. See, few souls come here to be saved. So would you say that you're very close to each other? Obviously. Sometimes more than I wish for and less than Sabina would probably like to. What do you mean? I mean, days were longer. Sabina would probably come here more often to dedicate her faith to the house of the Lord. Letter reached me earlier today, written by the late Bras Kubas. Tell me, Padre Cabral, as one who knows the mysteries of life and death, how could that happen? To me, this does not seem to be an enigma from another plane, son. Especially coming from that guy who is averse to the sacred dogmas. So you believe he might be alive? Of course not, don't be silly. He probably must have written it before, come on. Seems suspicious to me that you strongly claim that he's dead. This is blasphemy. Didn't you read it in the newspaper that he died? And this is all everyone's talking about now. Be careful, son. Bearing false witness is a very serious sin. Just a great way to find things out. Okay. Well. Thank you for your answers, Your Holiness. God be with you, detective. Okay, it's 5 o'clock. What do we got? Okay, so we got one big clue. Okay. So we know that's all good. This is where the donations are kept. Doesn't look important, okay? Nothing more that way. Can we eavesdrop right behind the man? Hear nothing but the wind. You lose something in there, son? No, Padre, I'm lost. I'm sorry, sir. You're lost. You should not lie in the house of God, son. The exit is that way. Yes, sir. Okay. Hey, how you doing? Oh, hello? Are you okay? You okay? What happened? You're just walking when I was suddenly stopped by a man. He asked me something about his wife and then punched me in the face. Didn't even do anything. Ouch. Okay. So the pharmacy's closed now. Alright, what's your deal? If I'm not mistaken, this trash can was fine this morning. Who knocked it over? Why would someone do something like this? How about the guy right there? Look at me, I'm Bras Kubas in the flesh. You're Bras Kubas? Definitely, in the flesh and bone and underpants. Underpants are very important to this. Especially underpants. That doesn't sound right. Okay, what is this? And I mean, this piece of paper seems like important. Is the cafe still open? I'm doing good. Okay, so there's nothing else I can interact with in here. Welcome to Helena's Cafe, sir. What would you like? No. Oh, the cheese bread. We wanted the cheese bread anyway. Confirm. How'd you like to pay, sir? Investigating Bras Kubas' death. Just put it on his tab. It'll settle up soon. Ugh, alright. Here it is. Mr. Kubas's tab. Cheese bread. Looks good. Alright. I don't need anything else for my investigation at the moment. Later. Have a good day. Feel like we were supposed to do this a while ago. The discovered items will be recorded here. Unlike the clues, you'll lose the items at the end of the day. Okay. Alright, let's hustle. Hope it's raining now. Oh, we can run too, I forgot. This is the scene of the crime, not exactly a dignified place to meet your end. Apparently the police have already cleaned up the place. Should have come by earlier to find every clue. Some posters, a former singer's past concert, the workers' strike. Wish private investigators were this organized. We're good at finding clues, but tracking each other down, not so much. Maybe I'll join the workers' movement. Why not? Ugh, someone really needs to clean this place up. The rats here must be on their 5th generation by now. Probably crashing a family reunion. Just look at them scrapping. Other than that, just boxes of cheap, low-quality medicine. Nothing worth much. Some empty trash cans. Wait, what's this? What'd we find? Doesn't seem to belong here. Wonder if this belongs to the culprit or the victim. Could be anyone's. Better start asking around. Can we go in? Door's unlocked, so I'll just go in. It's just on the floor. Oh, it looks like a handkerchief? It's stained with... Is it stained with blood? Definitely blood. Police has already cleaned up the alley, yet they managed to leave this evidence behind. Real sharp work. So, I'm going in. What if we die? What if we get got? It's like an old picture. Let me take a closer. Eesh, so dusty. Bet this portrait hasn't been cleaned in 20 years. Safe. Am I crazy, or is the safe trying to tell me something? Didn't even have anything. Imagine if I had. Okay. This is the table where the pharmaceutical mixes his medication. Maybe I could brew something up. That's okay. There are many ingredients here, but I must find a recipe before I do anything stupid. Impressive collection of herbs and ingredients. I bet only a pharmacist could find something in here. I wish we could close that. Okay, we don't need to hang around in there. Okay. N.A. Handkerchief bearing initials is soaked in blood, just like a serial killer that leaves their signature after getting rid of their victims. How exciting. Unknown key. Okay. Hiya. Anything else for us to look at? Ticket? Do you have business here? Not that I know of. So scram. What if we had business here? Well, I'm suspicious of that man. Okay, what happens if I didn't get home in time? We lost our cheese and the key. Cheese bread. Hi. Finally, you got to the part that matters in this game. I was anxious to see how long you would take on your first time. That odd expression on your face. You must be asking yourself, who I am, aren't you? In case you haven't deducted it yet, I'm Bras Kubas himself. Yes, the victim. I'm also the author of the letter you received this morning, and as such, your current client. Alright. I will not judge your deduction abilities based on this mistake. I understand the situation is very unusual. Let's get straight to the point. Welcome to Limbo. But what is Limbo, you must be asking yourself? The beginning and the end of your journey. Source of information, direction, answers. And all that happens here is designed by me. Just as it was on the outside before they reduced me to an early obituary. But that won't be an issue. With your insistence and my cunning, we'll analyze your findings here until we solve the most important mystery. The mystery of my demise. That sounds complex now? Don't be afraid. You'll have more than enough time. One day. What? You think it's not enough? I'd expect you to think so at the beginning. One day must not seem like much for a mystery as sordid as this one. But don't worry, you will have this one day as many times as you wish. You'll have many attempts to complete the missing pieces of my last narrative. Very well, imagine you're honored to help me get to the bottom of this puzzle. So, how about we examine your performance for today, Detective? What do you have to show me? What if you don't want to repeat the same day over and over? This option is not in the program. Don't waste your time considering it. Who would waste the chance of working directly with the brilliant Posthumous? Besides, you'll uncover and expose every dirt of every stingy scoundrel in Rio de Janeiro. Who wouldn't want to do that? Okay. Would you look at that? What do we have here? Something new in your dossier? Was Bros saying his last goodbye? Did he know he was gonna die? You got in a statement. This is the type of thing we need for this investigation. Well done. These accounts are slips of the tongue. They're unconscious, subtle attempts the respondents make to try and take the blame off themselves. Put it on somebody else. And these very accounts will be used to build a case against a possible suspect. Did I hear you say brilliant? I'm sure I did, because it is. Indeed, you may even compel a person to confess, once and for all, their undeniable guilt. Wouldn't that be wondrous? Especially considering... Oh well, never mind. Seek out these statements. Rip them from these wretches, as many as you possibly can. Bring them all to me. This is all I require from you. Now that we have something to work with, we may proceed. Let us see what you've brought. So, Detective, do you have any new developments in the investigation? You've been talking to Sabina, is that it? Very well. I wonder what my dear little sister has to contribute, besides her supposed mourning. Let's hear what she has to say that you find so important. Was Ross saying his last goodbye? Did he know he was gonna die? Take it that by goodbye she means my letter to you, yes? Yes, it's true. Could actually be read as a goodbye note. It's hard to write a letter like that without sounding like some kind of goodbye. And anyway, Detective, you should not have mentioned this letter to my sister. This letter is nothing more than a contract between you and me. Others won't be able to understand. And they'll come to absurd conclusions. Forget this theory that I was saying goodbye. Nothing was premeditated, believe me. Well, focus your investigation on what's important, Detective. Okay. Okay. You visited the crime scene, haven't you? Go back there. Something tells me you're leaving some clues behind. Oh, and remember to go there before the police remove the evidence, of course. Okay. So that's our next step. You going? Don't take too long this time. I need some distraction around here. Limbo, the same day? This is too odd, even for a dream. Must confirm if this is real. Deja vu. The people are still all stirred up outside. How is that possible? There's the painting that we fixed. This can't stand. This can. We're not gonna look at our mail? Okay. Extra, extra. Tycoon is found dead in the alley. Buy it here. Today's edition. Move away. No crowding up the place. This area is now limited. Oh no, that makes things difficult. Means I'm really stuck on the same day. Guess all that's left is fulfilling my contract with that chatty ghost and finding out who's the culprit. Okay. So we're gonna run. I'm gonna try and preemptively go to the cafe. If you'd like to pay, sir. Investigating Broskubas's death. Just put it on his tab. I'll settle it up soon. Can I get the other thing? Good morning, esteemed voter. This seems to be the last declare. Today is a very special day, so you can't have it. Pass it over. I'm sorry, I need this eclair for my investigation. How? You'll regret this, boy. You have no idea who you're dealing with. Such a disrespectful act will not be forgiven. Okay. Okay, we got the cheese bread. Because I think the pharmacist... Okay, I think the pharmacist, liked the eclairs. Okay. The crime scene, young man, move along. There's nothing here for you. Oi, Corporal Gambe, wait a second, that's not how we do things. You have to figure out what he wants. May we help you, citizen? Blah blah. Look what I got, officers. Would anyone care for a cheese bread? Oh, don't mind if I do. Exactly what I needed. Chomp. Ah, so good. Where's mine? Quiet, Corporal. Young man, look, you seem to be interested in the scene of the crime. Very suspicious. Let's pretend this behavior is not suspicious. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You have 1 hour to look, capiche? We'll look the other way. But after that, you better move along. Are you sure, Sergeant? Stay out of this, Corporal. I know what I'm doing. This cheese bread is so good it saved my day. I mean, it was. This place hasn't been cleaned up by the police yet. I better look for some clues. Someone really needs to... Okay. Other than that... Okay. Matchbox with the moon pictogram printed on it. 157. Okay. Seems important. Might be a code or something. Where is it from? Was it the victims? So this is how the victim died, in this position. Can't even tell if they fell on their back or their face. They drown in the eyes and make things a whole lot clearer. Looks like this rat died while foaming at the mouth. Looks like it's clutching a flask of something. Is it plaster? Not just any plaster, it's the Broskubas plaster. Who knew our high society magnate fancied himself a pharmacist? But judging by this rat's fate, I wouldn't say he's a very good one. Whatever that poor thing drank, I'm steering clear of it. You get that key again. Okay. Wonder if this belongs to the culprit or the victim. Could be anyone's. I better start asking around. Okay. Hope you made the most out of it, young man. Now go and don't come back. Looking for some information. Sell medicines, lad, but maybe I can help you. Oh, we don't have the picture. Bought a gift to soothe your nerves, Mr. Crispum. An eclair for me, but how did you manage? Guess it doesn't matter. You'll have 1 year of free medicine, my boy. It's not an inconvenience. Can I ask you another favor? Keep an eye on the shop while I leave briefly for a visit at Sugar's Paradise. Of course, Mr. Crispum. You can trust me. Everything will be in place when you're back. Open counter. Looks so amused chewing that eclair. I better not get too close. Might get bitten. Ha ha ha. I was thinking maybe it was 157, but no. Any ingredients here? Oh, sorry, sir. Oops, I was just taking a closer look at this flask. Right, if you're not buying anything, then get out. Okay, yes, sir. Let's go in here. Hello, ma'am. Hello, I'm having a rough day, so excuse me, please. Okay. Okay, so nothing else there. Okay. So if we get there before 3, he's in the confessional. Sabina Kubas? That's me. In the name of the Lord. Who wants to know? You're from the newspaper, right? Yes, I am. Are you ready for the interview? Can I do if society is begging for my pronouncement? Ask whatever you want. Miss Sabina, do you recognize this key? What are you talking about? My God, it's the key to the manor. How'd that end up in your hands anyway? It doesn't matter now. Spent the whole day worried about the whereabouts of this key. Thank you so much for bringing it to me. You journalists really have your ways of getting what you want, huh? But of course, us journalists. Now I'll finally be able to rightfully take over the Kubas residence. And you, my boy, Invited to my resumption. The Kubas Manor will be the stage for the return of Sabina. Now it's air. I'll be there, Miss Sabina. I hope you will, after all. I need someone to cover the event. How else will this matter reach everyone's ears? Yes, of course. Anything else I can show her? Talk a lot about God and the Bible. I suppose you know every detail and every story of the parish. Of course. One of the keepers of the social mores in this Sodom and Gomorrah. Imagine that's between these stories. That between these stories is also Padre Cabral's. Can you tell me about him? Oh, Cabral? Cabral is an angel from the Lord sent to our lives. I don't know how this city and I would be without him. So he has an important role in your life, in the city? Like a good pastor, he keeps his flock on the right path with great rigor. Alright, that wraps up the interview. Time to get on with my socialite duties. Okay. You. Oh no. You should be ashamed of coming out on the streets on a day like this. At least my tears are real, not a product of opportunism like yours. Opportunism? Look who's talking. You bite that tongue before saying anything about a true daughter of God. Not a hussy like you. Women and their... Uh-huh. Take your clucking elsewhere, you fake saint. Will not let this go. You just wait. I'll expose you for what you are to the first curious reporter that comes sniffing. It's us. Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Sniff, 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 sniff. Sniff, sniff. Hello? Yes, this is her. Is he busy? Tell that lazy man to meet me at the mansion, as he agreed. Yes, exactly. I'm moving there. Good riddance. Can we do anything with the phone? Okay. Where are you going? See, the clouds are changing fast. These people have no idea. No idea what? That it's gonna... Oh, that it's raining. Go, run from the rain, children. If you looked up to the sky once in a while, you'd be prepared. Be strong, detective. Feel nothing, I think. What a waste of time. I should find a recipe. Wait, I think everything is going black. Oops. Whoopsie doopsie. Well, I tried the 157 idea. Look, if it isn't my my esteemed employee, what did you find out today? Don't do that. Well then, my dear and astute detective, here I am in this limbo of no time and no place, musing on the wounds of existence. Welcome back. A melancholy, I would say, most fitting for those who no longer belong in the world of the living, yet still indulge in the luxury of reflection. Life, ah, life. Such an intricate riddle before which even the most lauded thinkers, poor souls, have had to bow its impenetrable sphinx. Is it not but an eternal return, a tedious spin of suffering, sprinkled here and there, with fleeting drops of joy, only to ultimately flow into the abyss of nothingness? To what end, you may ask? Why this cosmic ballet of puppets? Frankly, I must confess I do not know. Perhaps, and this is one of the few truths that assault me in these posthumous musings, existence is, at its core, a tasteless jest. We, my dear fellow, mere extras, accomplices in a plotless play. But alas, as popular wisdom says, who am I to judge? After all, who truly cares about the answers, right? The real delight, believe me, lies in philosophizing about the void, excuse me. Okay, we don't have anything new. Padre Cabral must know every dirty secret about everyone in the city, question him about every subject, and observe his reaction. Okay. Oof. I'll be waiting for your returns. I have nothing better to do. Yes, sir. We'll narrow in on Mr. Mans today. Guess this is my reality now. Good thing I adapt quickly. Gotta fix that painting. Don't you dare hang crooked again. That's right. Okay. I'm gonna tell him no still. I'll grab this just in case. You're the lad that stole my eclair. I have nothing to talk to you about. So you regretted not returning my eclair earlier, huh? I bought it. I don't want to hear it from you. Lucky for you, I'm not too judgmental. To me, an eclair is always an eclair. Sure, here, have it. Ah, how thoughtful. You must be one of my voters, no doubt. Tonight, I'll be at the Midnight Club. Stop by and we'll share a whiskey. Ah, surely. Obviously, your entrance fee is on you. Alright, well. Okay, so that's that. It would be good if they updated your record. Like, hello? Okay, I have nothing new to look at here. Bless me, Padre, you must already know why I'm here. But of course, my lady, we're gonna talk about... Yes, Padre, I miss him badly. Didn't think it would be this hard. Seems like a part of me is missing. Be at peace, my child. Believe that God is watching over him, and... That isn't enough. I want assurance that he's well. Assurance? What are priests for, if not to assure men's places in heaven? Don't tell me it's too late. I want my baby to be well taken care of. But... Farewell, Padre Cabral. Sure, may God bless you. Okay. I have a confession to make, Padre Cabral. I confess that I'd like to ask you a few questions. Very funny, son. Maybe I can still help you out. I don't think I need to show him cheese bread. Padre, you don't leave the house of the Lord very often, but you know the city well, don't you? Yes, son. I'm only devoted to him. There's a matchbox where Bros was found dead. It had a number written down it had a number written down on a pictogram of the moon. The moon? That den of sin they call the Midnight Club? No wonder Bros is connected to that place. Only lust and depravity come out of it. It's possible that this is all part of a plan designed by Bros. He must be gaining something from it. Sounds like a serious accusation, even more so by a clergyman like you. Son, if you listened to the accounts given inside the confessional, you'd understand. Note down what truly matters. The Midnight Club's the sinner's den. Okie dokie. Sinners? Really? We'll see. Was Mr. Kubas one of the regulars at the Midnight Club? Nearly all of them are, son. But not all of them. Those plagued people have seen nothing yet. Are you aware of any divine retribution? Don't talk to me in such a blasphemous tone, my son. Much simpler than you think. This time of year it's common for the weather to change. Most people are not prepared for the storm that's coming. So will they really be punished from above? If you say so. I've got my umbrella already, so make sure to warn the unadvised when the rain starts pouring down. Very indulgent of you. Can you clarify why you're so critical of the Midnight Club? Well, it has nothing to do with me. I'm just an instrument in the service of divine salvation. And I have a great deal of work to do in this city. That's nothing more than an intoxicating place for passion. Everyone comes out of there in ecstasy as if all their needs have been met. Hiya! You seem to be jealous that some of your flock is going there rather than coming here. Don't be ridiculous. Such heresy is totally unfounded. My son, if you still long for your soul to be saved, stay away from that place. Saved? Me? We'll see. I'd like to ask you a question, if I may, Padre. What about? The place where Mr. Kubas was discovered, I found a handkerchief embroidered with a coat of arms and stained with what appeared to be blood. Could your holiness help me understand what this is about? Blood, mysterious symbols. Probably another work of witchcraft that Bros was involved in. I always heard comments about the Kubas family's past. May God have mercy on that soul. Okay. That's it for now.
Hey you, what's up,
Oh
man?
my god.
Give me money, please.
Scared me. Ooh. Ooh, drama, drama, drama. Oh, hi. How's it going? hear something. Sabina Kubas talking to Padre Cabral. Couldn't find it anywhere. He must have dropped it in the alley. Isn't it too early for that? I mean, people will talk. No, this key belongs to me now. I'll be spending the night at the Kubas Manor as I deserve. Okay, we can't ask him about that. Okay. What do I have to do to enter the club? Okay. Mr. Crispum, you seem to be an experienced pharmacist, knowledgeable in all kinds of medicine. Modesty aside, I have a considerable knowledge, my boy. Great, because I'd like to know the opinion of an expert on the matter of my interest. What do you have to say about... What do you have to say about that Broscobos plaster? What? But how? How did you find out about the I mean, where'd you hear about this? Bottle of it was found in the alley by your pharmacy. What do you know about the plaster? No, I mean, wouldn't know how to answer anything specific about it. Could only tell you what any respectable pharmacist could. That it's not listed as a licensed medicine. But as I said, my boy, any seller worth half a dime could tell you the same. You know what it does? Evidently not. Look, lad. How can I talk about something I don't know the composition of? Be extremely irresponsible of me and dangerous. The chemistry of medicinal compounds is a rather complicated science. I'd rather not play guessing games of that nature. Imagine you must be one of the most well-informed persons in this city, given your job. Certainly so. What about it? Do you recognize a delicate handkerchief with a crest and initials embroidered in red? Of course not, my boy. As if especially a handkerchief in such a terrible state. The owner of this handkerchief certainly lost it. Maybe it was stolen. It's something too delicate to be abandoned around, I'd say. Matchbox was found in the alley right next to your pharmacy, Mr. Crispum. Matchbox? How dangerous. Many substances here in my establishment are highly flammable. We need to do something now. You don't need to worry, Mr. Crispum. I think it's unlikely something of that nature might happen. The box has an image of the moon and a number written inside it. Does it mean anything to you? Oh, people write all kinds of useless things in these objects. They're probably sketches of someone with a lot of time on their hands. Pretty picture, is that you there? Yes, my boy, this portrait was taken on this store's opening day. Remember it as if it were today. The scent of freshly painted walls was so strong I had to take medication for a week. Good times. Who's the woman in the portrait? Your wife? Oh no, I never got married. That's Virgilia, my cousin. But even if she weren't family, I'd never have a chance with her. She has eyes for the big shots only. Big shots, like Bras Kubas? Yes, my boy, Kubas too. You mean the two? Yes, Bras was one of her suitors. Today, however, she's a Neves. Virgilia Neves, she's married and it's a solid marriage. Very well. Do you know if Bras and Virgilia were still close? Lad, I don't want to be in trouble and I'm completely against gossip. So there is something. Hey lad, you didn't hear anything from me, understand? But who knows, maybe with his death Virgilia may find some peace. Meaning Bras's death will benefit this Virgilia? I think she was the one that was not happy. Did Bras threaten her peace? How so? Lad, you can't make Virgilia a suspect, understand? Especially based on what I'm telling you. Mr. Crispum, did anyone ever tell you that you're terrible at keeping secrets? Tell me about your cousin Virgilia. Are you close? Yes, my boy. We still keep in touch. She's a great person. And don't believe anything that contradicts what I've just said. Would anyone have reasons for this? Look, Virgilia is a very dear person. She has a good heart. The issue is her companions. Companions? Do you have anything against your cousin's social circle? Against anyone in particular? Why, lad, I'm not one of gossip, especially about someone as dear as my cousin. Can you at least tell me what damage these companions could do to Virgilia? I'd never tell anything that would threaten my dear cousin's image. Don't insult. Young man, I must leave for a minute. Come back later if it's not too much trouble. Sure. Okay. Ah, we get to see. This little fellow has a familiar face. Oh, it can't be. I need to throw this away right now. I knew that paper was something. Oh. Well, someone will clean that up. It's me. Crispum threw something here. It looks like a crumpled piece of paper. Must be here somewhere. Let's see. Found it. Ah. What do these drawings mean? I've seen something similar on the counter inside the pharmacy. Diva! Hello, my beloved fans. Time is short, so let's start this meet and greet. Ask me anything. People have been here for hours waiting for this moment. Sophia really does attract many fans. Good evening, my dear fans. I think people are trying to ask her questions. She looked at me. She looked at me. You are wonderful. Or maybe they're just flattering her. Let's see what she has to say for herself. No question. Oh, you with the Coke. Speak, dear fan. Do you have a favorite song? What amazes Sophia's remarkable ears? Excellent question. The only singer who truly blessed this club with her magnificent voice is no longer with us. Oh, what happened to her? She's fine, but she chose to retire and live a life away from the spotlight. Fortunately, we're good friends, and I'm thankful for everything she taught me. She's so humble. A diva. Anyway, next question. What's your favorite drink? Oh, mon cher, I'd rather save my voice, but you may enjoy all the Midnight Club's bar tonight. Heard that the boys prefer their drink in highball cups. Believe it's because it makes them appear sophisticated. They'll never be as elegant as Sophia Diva. What kind of gifts do you like? Must be hard to give something for a woman who has everything. Everything is a bit of an exaggeration, but to everyone's delight, it's simpler than you'd think. Truth is, I'm a classic woman. Give me a beautiful flower bouquet. I might even invite you to see my dressing room. Oh, can you imagine that? Next question. Not exactly your fan. Boo, that's not even a question. Who do you think you are to talk to her like that? Merci, merci, my beloved. But there's no need to attack him. Culture can't always break the barrier of ignorance, damn. You're perfect. That's exactly right. Okay. I'm in the dark. Do I have anything? You want cheese bread? You think she'll take a cheese bread gift for me? Sorry, that's not the kind of thing I like. Get it out of my sight, please. Okay, rude. I would have taken a cheese bread. Promise tonight's performance will be unforgettable. I'll see you inside. Weird people like you scare off the clientele. Move along, weirdo. Move along. Weird? Me? We're all weird, one way or another. Who's truly normal? Deep. That being said, you're still a weirdo. More than the rest, at least. Okay, who are you? I'm the barrier that separates you peasants from the regulars of this club. Dustin has arrived home and is here to eat snacks. I am demanding snacks in return. Not the mowers. Okay. I don't have to tell you more, and you don't have to know more. What if I wanted to? You'd be left wanting. When I enter the club. Midnight is a select club. Only the elite or those who are well connected can come in. I could fit the second option. Truly don't look like the elite, but I doubt you're well connected at all. Ha ha ha. What if I greased your hand? I don't need grease, I'm already wet. Talking dough, you know? What about literal dough? He got these Hershey drops at Walmart. They're like kisses, but like, they're not even like kisses. Okay, they're like kisses size, but like M&Ms without a shell. That's the best way I can describe it. Listen here, champ. Don't even try to pull one over on me. You clearly don't have any money, not even to take a bus. Now, if you could dry my hands. There another way? Look at me. Do you think I'm gonna put a weirdo like you inside a club just so you can bother the clientele? Everyone in the club is someone, champ. If anything goes wrong, I'm gonna be the one taking the heat. I'll do you a favor, anything. Can you stop the rain? What? No, sadly I can't. Rain is making me soaked and this is my best suit. When you figure out how to make it stop raining, let me know. Maybe I'll let you in then. Till then, I'll stand between you and this door. What if I told you I'll perform at this club? I'm with the band, playing tonight. Are you really? And what do you play? Oh, go waste someone else's time. Well, there was a bunch of umbrellas at the church. You want cheese bread? What am I supposed to do with this? Have a snack? Literally, I could be so sold on cheese bread. I don't get these people. I really don't. Okay, we need to go in here. We'll get the key. Okay, so that... So, aloe. Shit. Oh, there's our note. Laudanum. I feel like I'm playing Amnesia. And rhubarb. Is that the same? Did I make the thing? Just unintentionally? Oh my. Oh, the safe is talking to us. Okay, so we go to the safe? Where's that noise coming from the safe? Hey, why are you staring at me, safe? You want me to feel guilty for breaking in? And don't you feel guilty? Whoa, you can talk. Shouldn't have drank that thing. Really shouldn't have. You shouldn't have broken into my domain either. Are you my conscience? Am I dreaming? Maybe you are, maybe not. I'm your creation, just like you were somebody else's creation once. Somebody else's creation? What? I don't feel so good. Please, give me some answers before I feel sick. How about Crispin's secrets? That you keep inside, or will you confuse me even more with philosophy? My answers are easy to get, but not the ones you really need. Try finding answers where they don't exist. Doubt your certainties. There are more secrets to be uncovered in this story. Now take a look at this file, then be on your way. 2nd District Court, RJ. Rio de Janeiro, December 17th, 1936. Parties are represented by Brás Cubas and Crispin Soares are in common agreement for the dissolution of their corporate relations concerning the Brás Cubas plaster brand, as well as its commercialization and future earnings. Okay. Thank you? Good luck. Safe? It's gone. Now I'm very sleepy. What is this recipe? I think Crispin won't mind if I just lie over here for a bit. Honk shoe. There goes our cheese bread. I miss her. See, you put on a cheerful face today, and it looks like you brought some good news. Or is that your just usual foolish countenance? What now, detective? New information? Oh, really? You talked to Padre Cabral? Did you take the opportunity to confess as well? What, you didn't like it? I'm not exactly his favorite person either. Who knows? Maybe he confessed something. What sins did you discuss? Alright, alright. He condemned the Midnight Club, yada yada. Padre Cabral isn't exactly the most unpredictable person I ever met. Oh, he thinks my death is connected to the sinful Midnight Club, also predictable. Wait, he said what? It's possible that this is all part of a plan designed by Brás. He must be gaining something from it. Plan? This is the proof that erudition means nothing. Despite all the tutoring and education Padre Cabral received, he still succumbs to absurd theories that I had something to gain from all of this. How can he insinuate that my demise could be part of a plan? A person whose life is directly tied to matters of life, death, and the beyond assumes such absurdities, honestly. I am the victim here. The only ones who could gain anything from my demise are them, not me. Go deeper into this investigation and don't waste your time with foolishness. Security guard at the Midnight Club could use some help staying dry in the rain, don't you think? I recall correctly, you stumbled upon a solution during your exploration. Try heading back to the church. I was gonna say, they got a bunch of, umbrellas. Since we have nothing more to discuss, go make your fee worthwhile. Another day, the same day. Let's see if things move forward today. Oops. Okay. I don't know why I still care. I care. We're gonna fix that painting every day. Okay, we listened to her thing before. Let me go back. Okay. I was just curious if we should know any more. We have an umbrella. There's the messenger guy. Well, you must be Virgilia Neves. Yes, that's me. I'm almost didn't pass for her compared to the portrait found at the pharmacy. I'm a private detective and I'm investigating Boss's death. Imagine you already heard the news. You say detective? I don't know how I could contribute to this painful matter. Well, if your grief is genuine, I believe the solution of who's behind Boss's death must be of interest to you. I won't discuss a sensitive matter like this here. Rather talk at my residence. Well. Okay. How do I do that? Girl, where'd you go? What the hell? Oh, we get to know what happened here. Who's sending my wife messages? I don't know, I'm just a messenger. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of something important. I'm just passing through. You didn't see me and I didn't see anything. As you won't tell me, give this message to your employer. Next time it will be worse. You okay? What happened? Just walking on sun. Okay. Rain is not making things easy for you, huh, partner? No. What are you gonna make it stop? Not really, but I have an umbrella with me. You let me in, I wouldn't mind leaving it with you. Fine, go. But if you get into trouble there, I will kick you out. Thank you. Okay. Watch, we need a cheese bread here. Okay, so flowers. What are you looking at? Good evening, buddy. I heard Boss might have been here last night. Could you tell me anything about it? Just work here, boss. I'm all about selling drinks. Movement is slow tonight. Sure, I don't mean to get in your way, but even when someone's just working or not so much, they must know something. You were here last night, weren't you? I was, but please, don't draw too much attention. I can't lose my job. Many factories are closing. There aren't as many jobs left in the city. Judging by your reaction, you know something important. Come on, tell me what you know. It's crucial for my investigation. If I'm gonna risk my neck, then I have to get something out of this. I know, let's make a deal. I'll tell you what I know, and you help me discover the client's favorite drinks. How does that sound? Alright. Great, you need to discover 3 drink recipes, and I'll give you the information you need. Like it's a game. A game? Gotta be kidding me. What, you don't like games? Alright. So let's begin. Good evening. So good about it. Stocks are down, not to mention my developments. Such a shame. But I might have the solution to your problem. What do you think a nobody, a paysan? A common worker such as yourself can help me. Can you go back in time, make me sell my shares? Not exactly. I have a disruptive solution, but not that much. You say disruptive? You got my attention. Not for long. Imagine you're at the peak of your goals. Easy. It will happen anytime now. Having accomplished everything you dreamed of, you're holding a glass on your hand with your favorite drink. Sounds like something I would do. But not a cocktail glass. That's for the ladies. Where are you going with this? Your time is almost up. Trust me, sir. Imagination is free, isn't it? Now imagine you're in a field of your favorite fruit. I love pineapple. But a pineapple field doesn't sound very comfortable. I don't see where you're going with this. Wasting my time here. Just one last question. Will I finish this ritual for success? When it comes to beverages, what do you enjoy? I don't just say what kind of beverage I take. Are you the police? Time's up, mon ami. Go try your little ritual for success on some other idiot who's foolish enough to fall for it. I'm smart. A genius. Okay. I know, you're here to find out my favorite drink, aren't you? See it in your eyes. How'd you know? It's my gift, silly. Must have gin, understood? No lemon. I'll leave that to the brutes and the cranky old men. Noted. What about... For the glass, you'll have to figure it out. Did you really think it would be that easy? Looks good. There you go. Delicious. Now it's time to enjoy the remarkable Sophia and rejoice the collapse of the inconvenient. I have an idea who they may be. Yes, darling, you know. You even know that it's he. Now let me enjoy my drink. Eyeball. Pineapple. We'll try that. Oh no. Good evening, sir. Not now, young man. Leave me be. You want to make a demand? Find me during my work hours. Okay. So we're gonna have to try that again. Let's see what else is going on. I know who gets the cheese bread. I did give it to him, but I was wondering if there was another option. What's your deal? Anything new there? Okay. Oh, I was hopeful. Never tired of seeing you, my boy. Second thought, I'm the type of person that gets tired of the same thing every day. Do you have anything new for me? Gentleman arrives a little... Okay. We gotta get the eclair. We get the eclair, we give it to him. Blah, blah, blah. Hints for a new beginning. Let's go. Okay, first things first. Here, eclair. Okay, straight to the point on that one. I guess we could go back to the pharmacy since we have time. Ooh? He was here last night. Greetings, I have some orders for tonight. Hi, sir. Doctor. You're stuttering again. Besides, your skin is paler and you're sweating. Doesn't match today's fine weather. Can find you a spot on my institution. Don't worry, doctor. I'm fine. Just this movement here in the alley. It's been messing up my routine. How many orders today? Of course, but here's what matters. I'll take a smaller order tonight. Using an experimental drug. But doctor, you're my primary client. We had a deal. Didn't we? As a businessman, you must know that competition strengthens the economy. Thus is the free market. Be back tonight to get my order as usual. You should improve your sunlight intake. Your lack of vitamin D is perceptible. We have a wing in my institution for those who are vitamin D phobics. Hello, Raiders! Welcome in! We're playing a game called Posthumous Investigation. Hey, thank you for the raid! What were y'all up to? God of War. I haven't played God of War since like it came out. Is it good? Does it hold up? And yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. Trying to solve a murder. If you can't improve, I'll take new measures. See you soon. Okay, we got new questions for you, sir. Okay, let's start with this one. Mr. Crispum, explain something to me. Are you carrying a note in your pocket by any chance? A note? What the? How did you know? Are you a mentalist, lad? Know that I've already seen tricks like this when I was a young man. Very well then. Let me do a mentalist trick. Does your note concern a piece of compromising information? Of course not. Were the drawings made by you? Yes, of course. In this case, which situation could potentially lead you to get rid of the said note very quickly? I don't think this is mentalism anymore, lad. Would never throw out something like this after all. Unless I found out that this prescription doesn't have the intended effect. So it's a medicine prescription. Yes, you're right. But it wasn't one of the best mentalism tricks I've seen. Sorry, I'm still learning. But explain to me one last thing. What would the desired effect of this medicine be? Oh, it's a power support or soporific, but it can take the patient into a brief hallucinatory episode before leading to a deep sleep. Sounds dangerous. This recipe couldn't be discarded carelessly. Don't worry about that, young lad. My sketches don't contain the names of the ingredients. Besides, one would need a heavily equipped pharmacy in order to make this medicine. All is well. I made it. I made it, and you're safe talk to me, sir. Need to make something clear, Mr. Crispum. Did you and Bras have any ties? Ties? No, my boy, there were no ties. What I know about Bras Kubas is what I hear around town, you know? Funny, it came to my attention that you and Bras Kubas were business partners, and for some unknown reason, you two broke off. More so, you keep a certain termination contract in your safe. But how is this possible? My safe? Did you break into my establishment? I'll report you to the police, boy. Calm down, Mr. Crispum. With this suspicious attitude of yours, lying about your relationship with the deceased, you'll be the one to have to deal with the police. I only want you to clear up about your ties with Bras. I told you, there are no ties. I mean, not anymore. Yes. We were partners for a short time, and that preposterous plaster idea was way over all lines. There wasn't even a single scientific foundation. It's more like a poison of the humanitas. The worst of all, because it corrupts the minds of the foolish. You said humanitas, what is that about? Yes, those lunatics led by the Quincas Borba, a dreadful man. We have a new character. Something doesn't smell right about these humanitas. What exactly are the humanitas about? Seems your investigator's nose is sharp, young lad. Can't contribute much to the subject, but I know that this group follows an absurd ideology. Ever since Bras was initiated in it, his chaotic attitudes only got worse. Why hide your ties with Bras from me? Why, my boy? First, I need to apologize. I didn't mean to get in the way of your investigation. It wasn't my intention to. But Bras dying right beside my establishment left me really scared, so I was taken over by emotion. Besides, it's not good for the health of my establishment to have any kind of association with the plaster. Bras piously believed in this product. For a smart humanita, he could be very deluded. On the other hand, many people were eager to buy such an illusion from the first peddler that crossed their way. Now, if you don't have any other questions, I'd rather spend the time I still have left in a more agreeable conversation. Okay? Guess what? You're not gonna have one yet. Do you know Quincas Borba? Not really. I only saw him around a couple of times. Can you tell me about him? Leave the past and its madmen where they belong, in the past. Why do you call him a madman? He was the one behind that despicable sect, and always around Bras Kubas, who believed in his stories. I assume that's supposed to be young lad. This is the kind of hornet's nest I never wanted to get involved in. Please do as I do, and don't stick your nose in these matters. Leave them in the past. Okay. Alright. So we got a couple new things. I suppose we should probably talk to her. Or not. She does go back there. Let's grab the umbrella while we're here. Okay, that's still just them talking about the key. So we'll follow her out. Or walk ahead of her out. Either way. Okay. Miss Kubas, as a representative of the high society, you probably know Miss Virgilia Neves. Do you have anything to say about her? Virgilia Neves had many reasons to see my brother dead, and I won't say more than that. Well, as you know, this is a great opportunity to reveal something. After all, you're standing in front of a journalist, isn't that right? Very well, but don't put anything I say on the gossip page. Actually, you can put it, but don't reveal that I was your source. Can't wait to see that sanctimonious woman's dumb face when she reads it. Do you see each other regularly? More than I would like to, unfortunately. That one usually shows up at Helena's cafe. She frequently goes there to eat, since she never had any talent for cooking, or for anything. With that, it's common to have the displeasure of running into her. Presume you're not very good friends. Why would I have a friendship with a shrew like her? She pretends to be an angel, that dissembler, rarely goes to church, shows up on holy days at most. Oh, that sweet polite voice? Huh, doesn't fool me. And what's the reason behind this obvious enmity? Now, as much as it would bring me great satisfaction to see her name in the gutter, I will not expose those who are no longer here to defend themselves. Okay. Oh. They're arguing. Anything new? Probably not. Okay, they're still here. Do you have anything new? Where do I need to go to get the flowers? So I think it's 7 o'clock. That's fine, they can do their whole thing. I couldn't help him. Here for the key. Just so Miss Ma'am can't have it. Okay, umbrella time. We got the umbrella. Do I? Let's try that. Nope. Oh, she already had it. Okay. Here's Mr. Man. Good evening, sir. Hello again, young voter. Any demands from your district? Oh, yes, of course. Let's not talk without a drink. Well said, my boy. You haven't forgotten my promise. You know, I like my drinks in the old-fashioned way. That's how a glass has to be, with ice. And no rum. I'll leave that to the young men and their obtuse palates. These young men. Leave it to me, sir. Okay. Okay, so this is for you. Do look at that. I'm not easily surprised. I have exquisite taste, but this is gourmet. It's a shame. I'm a bit of a lightweight. You know, mon ami, I barely know you, but you're a... Alright, he's good. Old-fashioned. So we'll do lemon. I'm back. Young voter, did you get my drink? Here you go. Ah, there's nothing like a single malt with a slice of lemon. All in this classic glass. Young man, you don't know the good you just did to the people of this city, maybe even the nation. I could get you a post if I knew your name. Tell me, you had some trouble getting into the Midnight Club, didn't you? Yes, it wasn't very easy. Thought so. Next time tell the bouncer you are Lobo Nevez's protege. We must stick with the pack, eh? You won't have any problems getting in again. Thank you. Very well, you're dismissed. And vote for Lobo. Alright. Damn it, it's locked. Has to be a way to open the door. Nobody will help me here. I need to find another way. Okay. Ask for reward. Kept up my end of the deal. Now tell me what you know. Very well. I can assure you one thing. Bros was here the night before. But I already have evidence of that. How should I know? A deal's a deal. Come on, out with it. Or your slow movement will be the least of your problems. Okay. No need for violence. Bros ordered a death fairy. A what? Calm down. It's the name of a drink we used to serve. Was symbol of hopelessness, casually ordered by people who felt lost or lonely. Since it was bringing our clients down, we took it off the menu a while ago. So Bros didn't get this death fairy? Not here. Drink was made with absinthe. I don't doubt he went to that pharmacy nearby late at night just to get it. Okay. Could this be what Bros was looking for? Hope I could be of help. Need to know where this will take me. Okay. Well, we know we can get in again next time. We'll just be here for when the clock runs out. Don't hit your head on the desk. Good. Okay, I gotta stand up. Oof. Hello, detective. How's the investigation going? Sneaking off dark alleys, listening behind doors? We need progress. Do you think this is a joke or a game? I wouldn't be completely wrong, but... I had progress. Get out of here. You know, my favorite drink, the Death Fairy, was made with absinthe. Maybe it's worth asking someone who understands the substance, like a pharmacist, maybe? I just got that info. It was 11 o'clock. He's just being a hater. Alright, we're up. If I could only fix this chair. Well, let's go. Funny how this painting depicting a scale is depicting a scale, and yet it's always leaning towards one side. No matter how much I try, it still won't hang straight. There's something behind it. Let justice be done. Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick. We had more to ask her. Ross's body was found near the pharmacy. Do you frequent that establishment? That old gossiper's dump? Never. If I go there, I'll somehow end the day being bad-mouthed in all the city because of all the stories that madman makes up. Do you dislike the pharmacist? I don't trust people who gossip alone. From the sidewalk, you can already hear him talking to the furniture. Oh, my piggy bank. Lunatic like that as a pharmacist? No thank you. Never get involved with that kind of people. Besides, certain relatives of his are not representatives of morality in our society. Okay. Miss Sabina, I found a matchbox in the alley. Features a moon logo and a handwritten number. Don't get involved with anything like that. You refer to the deprivations and perditions of Bros. I see. And did Mr. Kubas smoke? Not recently. His addictions took their toll on his health. So even though I thought it was a torturous path, Bros ended up stopping. Mrs. Sabina, a handkerchief was found in the alley where your brother was murdered. Of course, this doesn't surprise me. That filthy alley full of junk. The handkerchief was found stained with blood. Blood? God forbid and protect. Was it Bros's blood? Can't confirm. Oh, so don't bother me with such nonsense. This handkerchief could belong to any man or woman. Okay. Okay, pharmacy. Came to my attention something that may justify why Bros was found near your establishment. Really? Someone told me he was looking for absinthe, the base ingredients for a cocktail called the Death Fairy. My boy, for a moment I thought you'd say something that could bring me some kind of worry. But after this nonsense concerning fairies and cocktails, I'm relieved because it's one of the most absurd things I've ever heard. We're not in the 19th century anymore. Absinthe hasn't been consumed as a medicine for a while, lad. I doubt someone like Bros wouldn't know about it. But then, what would be the reason for him to die right at the alley close to your pharmacy? I don't doubt Bros staged his own death to harm someone, perhaps to harm me. Harm? For what reason? Why, lad? Who knows what goes on these people's minds? Who can prove that Bros isn't hiding somewhere right now laughing about all of this? We passed out right here. We said, can you believe this? Dear detective, what do I owe the honor? Yes, you are surprised to have been summoned here so abruptly? Well, I've had enough of these pointless accusations, especially from such narrow-minded people. So you decided to bother Crispum this time. Not that I mind. Crispum deserves every bit of trouble that comes his way. What'd you talk about? What an inappropriate subject. What does Crispum have to do with it? Ah, you connected him to the absinthe, but... Detective, we all know it hasn't been used as medication in a long time. Do you know what century we're in? About the Death Fairy, yes. I indeed asked about it to the bartender. But I was only curious. After all, I was more than satisfied with what I got there. But what did Crispum say? Something incriminating, I hope. I don't doubt that Bros staged his own death to harm someone, perhaps to harm me. Really? What a nice hypothesis Crispum has. Don't you agree? You didn't even consider this possibility? Some investigator you are. Should have done that. It would serve him right. Who, if they could, wouldn't go out of their way just to ruin that greedy old man by faking his own death? Don't believe the words of a mere merchant of perfume and children's cream, am I clear? Don't listen to this conspiracy. You must be trying to cover up his involvement in my demise. Having said all that, you're right in being suspicious. Well, it seems I have some explaining to do. Detective, you must have so many questions. For instance, still haven't explained how I managed to send you a letter inviting you to solve my case. Forget my sister's absurd hypothesis. Ross saying his last goodbye, did he know he was gonna die? Simpler than it seems. As a well-prepared man, made sure everything was in place for you to receive a letter in case anything happened to me. You probably noticed that I have some adversaries in the city. They're capable of anything to tarnish my reputation. Like Padre Cabral, who decided to believe this absurd. It's possible that this is all part of a plan designed by Bros. Must be gaining something from it. What I can't wrap my head around is how someone from the clergy could think that. I mean, what do I gain from it? Being stuck in limbo, endlessly asking who committed this crime? Lastly, we can't ignore Crispum, who would obviously try to frame me for my own death. Don't doubt Bros staged his own death to harm someone, perhaps to harm me. Do you see, Detective, the kind of people that surround me? These and other defamers are scattered around. Any of them could be responsible for my demise, and they must be investigated to the very end. My life is over, and this is where I'll be. This chair, at least until the end of this investigation. And so that is the truth. And so that this truth hits you, let me tell you loud and clear. Ras Kubas is dead and waiting for his case to be solved so that he can rest in peace. I'm sorry if I seem less patient than usual, Detective. Wanted to make sure the message would reach its intended recipient. Ross is dead. Only solving this mystery will bring peace to both you and me. He trapped me in a loop. Be it as it may, I must congratulate you. We're having a conversation like this because you successfully concluded your first test. You've arrived at the end of this story. There are many more going forward. Continue your investigation. By bringing me more statements, you'll advance and solve more plots. Raveling the mystery surrounding the people in my life is the only way to discover who my true assassin was. That being said, the progress you made in this investigation by discovering the profiles of Virgilia and Quincus allows you to go to Nobles Park. I believe you'll find the answers there. I actually needed a change of scenery. Once again, welcome back, Detective. I'll be here waiting for you. After all, as you well know, I am dead, very much so. Where else would I go to? And we're up. Will things be different today? I doubt it. Okay, what do we got? Okay, so we know he died. This was Bross's itinerary on the day of his death. Each suspect that you confront reveals a part of the itinerary. Find them all. Okay. Well, we know he was at the bar at some point. I have to assume it auto-saved. Because we'll stop it here. I feel like this is a good stopping point for Thursday. Since we just unlocked a new area. So let's see here. What do we got? Oh, let's go ahead and raid over to Rambo. Rambo is doing a charity stream for Gamers for Giving. So we will raid over to him. He's playing some Retro Rewind. We love Retro Rewind. We can see what he's doing with his store. So thank y'all so much for watching. I had fun. I hope you enjoyed. We will get back to our murder mystery on Thursday, but I will be back at 7 p.m. Central tonight to play some more Persona 3 Reload. All right, gang. See y'all later. Bye.